Good morning. Mother Teresa of Calcutta once made this powerful and beautiful statement. She said this: "Let us always meet each other with a smile. For the smile is the beginning of love." The smile is the beginning of love. Now, she herself was indeed a smiling saint. Although she worked among the poorest of the poor in Calcutta, Mother Teresa used to say all the time that it was not material poverty that brought the most suffering in the world, but the pain of loneliness and being unloved, unnoticed, invisible. While she spent much of her life, as you know, ministering to the poor in the very tangible ways, feeding them, clothing them, bathing them, carrying them from the streets as they were dying into her house. It was the manner in which she did this that ignited her work with Christ's love. She treated each individual with dignity and love. She noticed them when everyone else ignored them. And her every encounter began with a smile. Because the smile is the beginning of love, isn't it? Now, today's gospel reading is the famous parable of the prodigal son. This is probably one of the most amazing stories of all the stories that Jesus told. It is one of the three parables in the Gospel of Luke, chapter 15. The other two are the parable about the lost sheep and the lost coin. It is all about being lost and found and the rejoicing that happens when the one who was lost is found. Now, this parable, of course, is about love, mercy, forgiveness, but above all, it's about joy, a lot of joy. Again, Mother Teresa of Calcutta gave probably the most powerful definition of mercy. She said that mercy is about doing things and see people smile. Doing things and see people smile. You see, mercy and joy are the two sides of the same coin. But the opposite is true, isn't it? When what I do causes other people to cry, causes sadness, I can not call it good or pretend it is good. Mercy and joy go together. Now, in this parable of the prodigal son, we see a young man and a father. Everything had gone wrong for the young son. He threw away his inheritance on riotous living. A huge famine hit just as he had spent everything. The formerly pampered youth ended up feeding somebody's herd of pigs. He was even jealous of the husks these lucky swine were gobbling. The young man saw what he had done to himself and to his family. It took a lot to get through to him. He also knew he was starving. He made a humble decision to go back home and ask for mercy. Now imagine him walking the dusty road to his father's estate, practicing his speech over and over. I have sinned against you and against God. I know I cannot be your son anymore. Just make me a slave, and I will eat whatever they eat. Repeating it over and over again on his way back. Now, that is his definition of mercy, isn't it? I don't deserve to be called your son anymore. Make me your servant. But pay very close attention to the young man's father. Does he wait upstairs with his arms folded and a sour face? Not at all. When his son comes into view, far down the road, still memorizing his lines, the father spots him and starts running. Watch as they meet. The father embracing and kissing the son trying to stumble out his lines. I have sinned terribly. I am no longer worthy of. He probably did not even manage to finish the sentence. His father is busy hugging him, kissing him, calling for the finest robe in the house, a ring for his finger, sandals for his feet, and a huge banquet of celebration. He does not want to make him a slave. He understands. He is ecstatic that the boy came home. You see, that is the definition of the Father's mercy. He is not there to make him less than what he was. He is his son. As if to say, don't say, I cannot be your son anymore. You are my son, and you will always be my son. That is never gonna change. That is God's mercy. I can almost picture the father smiling and the son with a tear in his eyes smiling back at him. If you were there, right at that moment, and looked at the faces the face of the Father and the face of the Son, the robe, the ring, the sandals, what would you see? The Father is not there to punish him, or to judge him. I think they were both crying, of course. It was so heartbreaking for both of them. They have not seen each other for such a long time. But above all, they were smiling. My son is back home, and I could not be happier. I love the idea of the Father and the Son smiling at that moment, at that encounter. And the Father saying, let's just celebrate and rejoice. You see, you know that you are doing mercy when people are smiling because of you, when there is joy. You know, just think of Jesus' ministry and what he was preaching about, what he was doing. Just picture it for a moment. I can see Jesus walking from town to town, healing, forgiving, feeding thousands of people. And people just smiling right back at him. I can see a woman caught in adultery when people wanted to stone her, looking into his eyes with a tear dripping down her cheek, knowing that what she had done was wrong, but smiling because nobody threw the first stone at her at that moment. Everybody walked away because they were not without a sin. And Jesus and her are left alone, looking into each other's eyes and smiling. That's mercy. Love, forgiveness, mercy, they're beautiful. They make people smile. And when they smile, you know you are doing mercy. So in conclusion, I think Mother Teresa gives us the most powerful definition of what mercy is all about. Mercy is about doing things and see people smile. Because love begins with a smile, and when people smile because of you, you know you are doing mercy.
Don't forget to follow St. Patrick's on Facebook or subscribe on YouTube. And please join us for any of our live stream masses this weekend. Details are below in the description. God bless you.
Like burning incense, O Lord, let my prayer rise up to you. Like burning incense, O Lord, let my prayer rise up to you.